Good day, good dawning. This is Kuroda Kofe, and I am here once again in Natchez, Mississippi. There's my friend the moon, and we're leaving in about 20 minutes, heading back home. It's been a very emotional morning, dawning. I'm gonna get that right. Because we came out here to find a place to stay. We came out here to explore the area and, find something that feels right. But the last 2 days, even with all this beauty, all this green, of course this is the bed and breakfast we're staying at, but even with all of this, oh yes, and this beautiful over 100-year-old tree here. I love trees, if you didn't already know. But it's just been a difficult realization to I guess admit, if that's the right word. It's not the right word I'm looking for, but to admit that it just doesn't feel right here. With all of its beauty, with all of its oldness, it's a very old town. 1716 is when it was founded. We're over 300 years of history here. It's one of the oldest cities in America, or United States of America, I should say. Lots of history, but also on a downturn where employment, not that I need employment, but employment and mosquitoes have employment has gone down so much over the last 10-15 years. Like I said in the video yesterday, which has led to people leaving town. And at first, I was thinking, this is a positive. I can create here. There's, anytime that something is dying, it's about to be reborn, and that is true. However, when I really pay attention to my human design environment, my body, face may look good, I may look nice and put together, and I feel okay right now again. But later on in the day, when it gets hot, when it gets muggy, when it gets sticky, that's when I become drained, and it's difficult for me to even do the simplest tasks. And I realized and experienced firsthand the nature of being in the wrong environment. Mosquitoes are not playing. Um, but that is, of course, led us to decide not to move here. Um, there's also a very emotional aspect to this place, where I feel, even when I have my love with me, my children, my love, I feel very alone here. And that is not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. So, we move on. And we move day by day, and we always come back to center, which is being in the now. Where are we now? What do we have now? What can we do now? Not even what can we do, just be. That's what it always comes back to. Always. How do we feel now? And move accordingly. I was trying my best to rationalize, but I'm learning that rationalization is not always a good thing. Rationalization can be your worst enemy. Rationalization can teach you how to overlook your intuition. And we're moving into a time where intuition should not be ignored. And that I am extremely sure of. Moving into a time where intuition should be the number one thing. Your body's intelligence should be the number one thing. We don't have room for rationalization. We don't have room to be operating in a left-minded way. I'm not even left-minded. For those of you who know, I'm quad right in human design. And so there's no, I realize I'm still dealing with that kind of deconditioning, as much as I'm choosing to live my design, as much as I'm seeking to be what I am, to be what I'm supposed to be what I'm designed to be. I still realize that certain ways of thinking are still being worked out. Certain ways of observing, certain ways of living, moving. This life, living in flow, requires an insane amount of trust. An insane amount of trust. It requires a certain level of blindness, which is so terrifyingly amazing. You have to be blind in order to be aware. You have to close your eyes in order to see visions. And I'm speaking proverbially, but it's truth. It's truth. It's truth. Awareness, Stevie Wonder is aware, even though he can't see. He has visions, even though there is nothing but darkness. And when I close my eyes, that's when I hear more acutely every sound. And those sounds speak to me. This is my design. I'm not asking anyone else to live and move the way that I do. Just sharing my journey. But knowing all of this, it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. So we swallow it because we know it's good for us, and we move on. And we realize the beauty in this moment, in this day, in this place that we're in. No matter how difficult that is, there's still a beauty there. There's still life there. And it's our room right there. There's still potential. Great potential and possibility. Great possibility. I wish I had something deeper for y'all this AM, but for now, I am living what I'm living, and I hope this inspires someone, teaches someone, helps someone to realize their own potential. I love you as I love myself. Good morning.